In this Google Sheets tutorial, we're going to be doing a crossword puzzle creator. So I'm going to move through this one a little bit quicker than the other ones because the directions are right on the template that you're going to copy. This template is used for students to do. So as with the other Google Sheet tutorials, it's important that the students do the creating to make these and then share them with other students to try and solve the puzzles. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a blank spreadsheet and you're going to change your spreadsheet. So instead of rectangles, let's get these columns to look more like squares. So I'm going to hold shift and click far away from there. And then I'm going to click between the columns and resize these. And this looks a little bit more like a crossword puzzle type format. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to format all the letters I type in here to be, let's go 14-point bold. And I'm going to make those letters centered both horizontally and vertically. So now anything I type in here will be formatted that way. And actually, really quickly, I am going to lengthen these because I don't think they're exactly squares and I want them to be there. That looks a little bit nicer. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to have the students take the vocabulary words that you are having them study and you are going to connect them in a way, or they're going to connect them by typing in a letter in each box. So we're going to have them, let's say they're studying number vocabulary. Maybe this is for first grade or something. And they're going to connect all their vocabulary either vertically or horizontally. And this will be a little bit of a problem-solving situation for them because they want to make sure that they don't run words right next to each other. So if I were to try and type the word 11 right here, that wouldn't work because 9 is really close. But I could do 11 down here. And like I said before, very important that you keep one letter per box. After you do that, you have all the words where they belong that are on your vocabulary list. You are going to color in all the squares that do not have words in them. So you'll go through like this and slowly color those all in. And I'll just do a few more here just so we get the gist of what we're doing here. And then these, and last but not least, this one should be colored in here. Okay, so the next thing on the directions here, we're on this should actually be number 3. Right-click the first letter of the word and choose Insert Note. So we're going to go to the first thing on number 1 here and right-click. And if you scroll down, Insert Note, and you're going to see a box pop up. So we're going to call this 2 across, just because I don't want to call it 1 across because it's the actual number. Answer is 1. And then I'm going to give a definition or something to prompt the student to come up with a vocabulary word. So maybe I do 8 minus 7. This will be a math crossword. And then I just click away. Clicking back in there or even hovering above it is going to get that to pop up. And you can see by clicking the corner and dragging, you can put a lot of information in those hints and get as elaborate as you want to. So you're going to do that for all of the words. So I would do that for the N and 9 and the E and 11 and give those clues. Once you have all of your clues written down and all of the words are in the boxes, you want to make a copy of your spreadsheet and label it as the answer key so that you have the answers, or the student that's creating this has an answer key. After you create the answer key, you're going to go back and delete the letters from the cells in the original spreadsheet. So I'm going to go back here, and now I'm going to be deleting all of these. I'm going to try and get away from that square, hopefully. There we go. Okay, so now you have a blank spreadsheet with these corners here, and they have the hints written. Once you've deleted all the letters from the cell, you're going to share that crossword so that anyone with the link can edit. So that's going up here and choosing share, giving it a name, and then making sure to change this private access to anyone with the link. And this doesn't seem right, but it is. You go to can edit and save it. Now, the important part to make this work so that when a student clicks on the share link up here in the URL, you're going to change this URL and get rid of the word edit all the way down to the right from there. So I'm going to backspace. And instead of that, I'm going to put the word copy. Now, when a student clicks this, it's going to force them to make a copy of this crossword, so they will have their own copy to work on. If you don't do that, then you're going to have multiple students working on the same crossword, which actually could be something that you might want your students to do, maybe work in groups and cooperate to fill in a spreadsheet. In that case, you wouldn't want copy, you just want edit. So here's the URL for copy. This is the same kind of URL that I use in all these Google Sheet or Google Slide template things here. When you click on them, they're making copies for you instead of making something that you will share later with everybody else.